see the future. Let me help you see possibilities. We are unstoppable. We are Good morning. When we learn together. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome. You're welcome. Take a seat because it's time for change. Let's learn together. Let's grow together. We are unstoppable. Good morning, good morning. Welcome. Hi, Dee. Let's like the live and share. Share to your friends and contacts. Let's share the live. Let's like. Good morning, welcome. Hey there, you're welcome. Take a seat because it's time for change. Let's learn together. Hi everyone, good morning. Let's take the lights up so that we can get started. Let me help you see the future. Let me help you see the future. Let's take the lights up, guys. Let's share the live. Let's get started. We are unstoppable. We are undefeatable. When we learn together. Hey there, you're welcome. Take a seat because it's time for change. It's time for change. Let's learn together. Let's grow together. We are unstoppable. Let me help you see the future. Let me help you see the future. Let me help you see possibilities. We are unstoppable. We are undefeatable. When we learn together. When we learn undefeatable. When we learn together. When we learn undefeatable. When we learn together. Welcome, welcome. Good morning. We are unstoppable, undefeatable. Let's take the lights up, guys. Let's take the lights up. Let's take the lights up. Hey there, you're welcome. You're welcome. Because it's time for change. Let's take the lights up so we can get started. I'm going to be taking the 15 invaluable laws of growth over the next 15 days. Today we're going to be talking about the law of intentionality. The law of intentionality. So I need you to get excited because you're going to be learning stuff. Things that you can apply into your personal life, into your TikTok journey, into your business. So let's get started. We need more likes and we need you to share the live stream as well. Share to FYP. Share to your contacts. Welcome, 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 welcome. I am excited. I am looking forward to it. Let me help you see the future. Let me help you see the future. Let me help you see possibility. Hey Jemima, how are you, girlie? We are undefeatable when we learn together. We are undefeatable when we stick together. Samuel Sunday, welcome. Thank you, girlie. Thank you, baby. Okay. Let's keep tapping and let's keep sharing. Share to FYP, share to your contacts, your friends. We're live. I'm going to be talking about the law of intentionality. It's one of the 15 invaluable laws of growth. But before we get started, I want to say a word of prayer. I am a person of faith, and everything that I do is guided by that. So join me as I do that. Father, in the name of Jesus, I commit this live stream unto you. I pray that everything we'll do in word and in deed will be to the glory of your holy name. I pray that you will be present, take control in Jesus' name. I pray that my hearers will be blessed. I pray they will be empowered, they will be fired up. I pray it will make a difference in their lives, their personal lives, their businesses, their relationship, in everything that they do. By being in contact with me, I pray, Lord, that you will touch their lives, you will increase them, you would increase their cost, and they will be a blessing to their generation as well. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay. So let's continue power tapping. Let's continue sharing. Let's continue liking. Sis, hi. Good morning. So I'm going to be talking about the 15 invaluable laws of growth. It's taken from a book written by John C. Maxwell. Many of you may know him. He is regarded as one of the top leadership gurus, and he is my mentor, and I got certified as a coach under his platform. So the 15 invaluable laws of growth tells us 15 laws that would help us to grow. And over the next 15 days, I'm going to be taking them one by one and applying them to us on TikTok as well as to the digital marketing business that I promote. So the first law of growth is the law of intentionality. The law of intentionality. That's okay. That's okay. The law of intentionality states that growth does not happen by chance. We have to be intentional about it. It's not about, oh, I was born into this world and therefore I'm going to grow, I'm going to make it in life. A lot of us have aspirations, we have wishes, we have desires, but that does not translate into success for us. That does not translate into real value. It doesn't translate into results. Therefore, we have to be intentional. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you. We have to be intentional to get to where we want to get to. Intentionality means that you have a goal. It means that you have a plan. It means that you're taking steps towards where you want to go. Let's put it this way. A lot of us are used to GPS. We're used to Google Maps. When we're going somewhere, we put in where we want to get to, right? And we have a starting point. It will ask you, do you want to start from your location or do you want to start from elsewhere? We have a starting point. So the law of intentionality. Thank you, Black Bishop. I appreciate you all the time. Thank you. We have a starting point, and then we put in where we want to get to. And then the map, the GPS, it starts directing us. Turn left, turn right, turn left, turn right. We were intentional about where we wanted to go to. You don't just come out of your house and say, I'm just going to go anywhere. I don't know where I'm going. I'm just going to go. I'm just going to drive round and round. You will end up going in circles and you will be nowhere because you plan to go nowhere. But when you plan to go somewhere, you decide what is the vehicle or the means that is going to take me there. So for instance, last Saturday, I was going to London. I could have taken the option of driving to London. I chose not to do that because I don't like driving into London. There's so many one-way restrictions, nowhere to park your car, it becomes a nuisance. Where do I put this car? You know what I mean? So I didn't want to drive. So I canceled that particular option. And then there was another option, going on the train. And I decided to take that option. Drove my car to the station, parked it somewhere, and then hopped on the train and got to where I was going, just a short distance walk. And I knew all that because I had put everything into the Google Maps. And the Google Maps had told me that if you want to drive, this is how long it's going to take you. But if you want to go by public transport, this is what you have to do. You have to jump on the train, you have to change at King's Cross, and then take another train so that you can get to Stratford, where I was going. And then when you get to Stratford Station, you have to walk about 5 minutes to get to the venue where you were going to. And I was able to get there in good time because there was a plan. There was an intention to go. And then I carried out the actions supporting that intention. A lot of us, we have intentions of doing things, but we don't carry out the actions to support that. The law of intentionality says that you have to be intentional and your intentions must translate into action. A few days ago, I talked about where there is activity, results will do what? It will flow. I like doing that hard. Results will what? Flow. Where there's activity, results will flow. But a lot of us want to see the result. We want to make it big. We want 6-figure income. We want a legacy. We want to eradicate poverty in our lifeline. We desire those things. That's the right word. We desire them, but we're not quite intentional about it. Because if you're intentional about it, you would take steps. You will take action. You will back your desire up by action. So let me ask you a question. What are the things that you desire? What are the things that you would love to achieve? Say, for instance, at the start of the year, you told yourself, this is what I want to lose weight. I want to lose weight. How much of the weight have you lost? At the start of the year, I'm going to eat healthy. Have you kept to that? If you were to mark yourself on a scale of 1 to 10, what number would you give yourself? Let's do that exercise now. Of all the things that you set out to do in January, on a scale of 1 to 10, what number are you going to give yourself? Let's do it. On a scale of 1 to 10. I'm waiting. Those of you who've been on my life know that I'm a teacher. I like interaction. I don't just want to talk like a radio, Yoruba say asoro magbesi, the one that speaks and doesn't get any response. These days, radios even have response now because you can call in, right? So I want some response. On a scale of 1 to 10, this is almost the end of October. Where are you in terms of your aspirations? Is anybody going to answer? I'm going to wait. Anyone for anyone? Omalabake, she's in the house. She's a subscriber. She's a member. She's a loyal person. Good morning. You see that badge that she has that has my name on it? That shows that she's a VIP, a subscriber in the house. So if you want to carry that kind of badge, as well as the benefits that come with it, you can click the yellow star beside the comment section and you can subscribe. If you want to be a member on this platform, I dish the good stuff. It's all about transformation, learning, and change. You can click the box, the heart beside my name. Send your heart to me, 10 to 40 team bracelets, and you become a member. Or cheer you up depending on your level. Omolabake, wow. Well done, well done, well done, well done. Congratulations on your advancement membership level. I appreciate you. Thanks for being here. So, I've been talking about intentionality. And the question now is, of all the goals and aspirations we set out for at the start of the year, what number have you achieved so far? You're welcome. You're welcome. It was my pleasure. What would you say your achievement has been on a scale of 1 to 10? Whatever the goal may be, I want to lose weight, I want to eat healthy, I want to make 6 figures this year, you know, whatever it is, I want to be in a loving relationship this year. What would you say your achievement has been on a scale of 1 to 10? I think it's been different for me in different areas. So the losing weight bit, I think that's about a 6. Yeah, that's about a 6. We're still working we're still working on that one. But in terms of personal development, I would almost say like an 8 or 9. I'm the kind of person that would never give myself a 10 because I think that there's always room for improvement. But in some other areas, maybe not so quite well. So let's assess ourselves. It's like we're taking stock. You know, I'm an accountant. We do stock taking towards the end of the year, right? We're taking stock. What have you achieved on a scale of 1 to 10? Would you say you've achieved your goals, your aspirations? Tell me, talk to me. I want to see some numbers in the chat. There's 5 people in the eye. Why are you not communicating with me? Let's go. Okay, I think I'm going to bring some people up. If you're a member of my team or a member of my community and you are available, send me a request and I'll bring you up in the box. Let's do that quickly. Let's do that very quickly. Welcome everyone joining. I am talking about the law of intentionality. It's one of the 15 invaluable laws of growth. And it means that growth does not happen by chance. Growth does not happen simply because we desire it or we wish it. Growth only happens when we are intentional about it. Growth only happens when we are intentional about it. We have to take specific actions. It's like somebody saying, I want to be a doctor. And then you go to School of Agric. Black Bishop, thank you so much. Thank you. Somebody says, I want to be a doctor. You go to School of Agric. You say, oh, yes, I want to know about the nutrition first and this and that and that, you know. And then after you finish School of Agric, then you go to a School of Fashion. I want to know how people look inside their clothes. I'm sure people will be like, I think he's lost the plot. So you have to be intentional. You have to take the actions that support the desire that you want to achieve. And as we're coming to the end of the year, it's possible that people may think, oh, it's not going to happen this year. Do you know that a lot can still happen in the next couple of months before this year ends? A lot can still happen. Black Bishop, if you're available, send me an invite and I'll bring you up in the box. A lot can still happen before this year ends. Now, I have given myself a goal for this year, and I have said I would like to help 25 people to start their own online business before the end of the year. That's my goal. That is my goal. It's not just about money, it's about empowering people, and I'm well on my way. I think yesterday I said I was on number 2. Now I'm on number 3 of the 25 people. And my aim is for the last 2 months of the year, November and December. And this is October, and I've already started off with 3 people. So that is my goal, and I am working towards it. It's one of the reasons I come on live. It's one of the reasons I share valuable content. It's one of the reasons I coach, I teach. Hello, hi, welcome, a good day. Thank you for being here. Lily Sisi, welcome. Thank you for being here. It's the reason I coach, it's the reason I teach, it's the reason I do what I do, because it's all about empowerment. Mama Africa, welcome. It's all about empowerment. It's all about taking people from one level to the other. So what are you going to be intentional about? Excuse me. What are your desires? What are your goals? What are your aspirations? All of us have those things. We have dreams, the things we fantasize about, the house, the holidays, the houses even, the lifestyle we want for our children. But the question is, good morning, good morning. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the gift. I am well. Thank you so much. The question is, what are you going to do about it? Because dreams can be dreams. You know, when you sleep and you dream, and it looks so real, and you dream and it's sweet and all of that, and then somebody comes and wake you up and you're like, oh, so it was just a dream. It was just a dream. And you're so disappointed because the dream was going so well. The dream was what? It was going so well, and you thought, oh, this is good, this is wonderful. I've got, food in front of me. I've got all of these lovely things, and then suddenly you realize it's a dream. So having a dream is not enough. Okay, it's good to have a dream of where I want to be, the kind of income I want to earn, the kind of house I want to live in, but if it remains a dream, it doesn't become reality. You have to bring that dream into reality. And how do you do that? It's about being intentional. It's about the daily actions that you take. Let me be vulnerable with you guys. I'm not an early morning person. I am not a routine person. I am the kind of person that, I just do things off the cuff. And I've done so for many years, decades. I've done so for many years. But as I started to do this digital marketing, and I was like all over the place, I had commitments and all of that. And I found out that I was working late into the night because I don't start early. Or I didn't used to start early, is what I should say. And I thought, no, we've got to change this. We've got to spin it on its head. If I want to be the person I say that I want to be, then I've got to make some changes. And change is not easy, especially when you when you've lived almost 6 decades on earth. Change is not easy. But I decided I was going to spin it around. I started waking up early. I know it's not early for some people, but it's early for me. I started waking up early. I moved my lives to the morning. Before I was doing my lives in the evening. I moved my lives to the morning because I wanted to give it my best time, my best energy. Do it and get it out of the way, and then do all the other things that I have to do, content creation, email, and all that. And then I now have time during the day for people who are calling me and asking me questions and things like that. People who want to book a session and, things like that. Or people I want to support on their lives and stuff like that. So I rearrange my time. Yes, I'm giving it my best energy. I rearranged my time. I started to follow a routine. This is the person that doesn't like routine. I changed it around. This is a person that is not an early riser. From the day my mother gave birth to me, I changed it. I didn't know that I could do that. I kind of surprised myself. But you see, when you have a big enough reason, a big enough why, a big enough aspiration, when your goals are staring you in the face, when you have a desire to empower people, When you want to show up for people, you do things that you yourself, you surprise yourself. So this is what I'm challenging you on today, the law of intentionality. Growth does not happen by chance. You have to take specific actions. You have to be intentional. It's not about a desire. It's not about a wish. I am under that and I need to change it as well. And thank you this morning. Thank you, Mama Africa. It's not about a wish. It's not about a dream. It's not about an idea. Do you know how many ideas end up going nowhere? They say the biggest ideas are in the graveyard. Why? Because the people never took action. When we talk about ideas, I can reel off 100 ideas to you right now. What does that mean? It doesn't mean anything. Whereas some other people, they have one idea, and it doesn't even have to be a brilliant idea. It could be a cleaning business, but they pursue it with everything within them. They are intentional. They go after it and go after it until they make a success of it. They make a cleaning business a mega business. They make it a multinational business. They make it a multi-billion pounds, dollars business. That is intentionality. So don't come to me and say you have this idea or you have that idea or you have something. What are you actually doing about it? What are you willing to give up for that? Are you willing to give up your sleep? Are you willing to give up your time? Are you willing to give up your money? Are you willing to give your energy? Are you willing to do that? Because if you're not willing to do those things, then you really do not have an aspiration or a goal. I am talking to you today about the law of intentionality. It is about taking action. It is about putting your money where your mouth is. Don't say, I want to be rich. Don't say, I want to be prosperous. Don't say, I want to make 6 figures. If you're not ready to pay the price, do not say those things. Are you ready to give up sleep, time? Are you ready to give up your energy? Are you ready to give it everything that it takes? Now let's dovetail that into TikTok. You are on TikTok. You've heard that people make money on TikTok. And you come here day after day after day, you're scrolling through, you're jumping on lives, you're doing one thing or the other. But are you intentional about your TikTok? Because, hey, it's possible to make money. But is it everybody that is making money on TikTok? Hell no. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Do you get the import of what I'm saying to you? The people who are making money on TikTok, they are strategic, they are intentional, they go about it in a particular way. If you don't know how the platform works, how are you even going to make money on it? You need to educate yourself. You need to learn how this platform works. You need to go where that knowledge is being distributed. I am thankful to God. I belong to a platform, a community that teaches. It's not just about, connect for connect or connect to unconnect or top one or whatever else people do. I thank God I've never belonged to any of those places. I belong to a community where TikTok is taught. It's like a school on its own. I tell you, it is a school on its own where it is taught, where it's broken down, how you can grow your page organically, the things you're not supposed to do. Don't go slack. Don't spam like. What is fake engagement? What constitutes real engagement? When you go on somebody's profile and you watch a video, watch it to the end. It's a simple thing. Watch it to the end. Like and comment. Make your comment meaningful, not one word answer. Emojis are not comments. Instead of just saying lovely, say, I find this video lovely. Or beautiful. Oh, you look beautiful today. It doesn't take so much out of us. Knowledge, they say, is power. But it is the application of knowledge that actually brings success. I'm going to pause a second and I want us to tap on our screens. Let's do that. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for the gifts so far. Thank you for the people who are tapping on the screen. We need to take the likes up. We need to achieve great likes today. Now, let me say something about likes and your participation on TikTok. Everything that you do on TikTok, it's actually being recorded. Everything, and the algorithm takes note of everything. Your participation within a community shows your engagement, it shows your participation, it creates visibility for you. When you come to monetizing your account, all these things do count. They do what? They count. So when you're on a live, make sure you're power tapping. That shows you are engaging with the host. That shows that you're engaging with the platform. Guess what? If there's no activity on screen, if there are no tapping going on, they can shut the live down. Yes, Mama Africa, emojis are not comment and they are not payable either. So you give a meaningful line, so you can say, this is beautiful, and then you can put a heart at the end of it. That's okay. But to just go in without any words and just heart, that is not a comment at all, and it is not monetizable at all. Let's share the live, and let's take the live up. Likes up. You can repost as well. Let's take the likes up. We need to at least get to 11K. 11K. You know, I've been talking for 30 minutes and we are not even at 11K. And we've got 13 people in the eye. Thank you, everyone that is here. Thank you. I appreciate you being here and I appreciate your presence. Let's share. Let's share as much as possible. Yeah, let's go. We're going to 11 in the first instance, and then we'll take you all the way to 15. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. I am talking about the law of intentionality. It is one of the 15 invaluable laws of growth. If you want to grow in your personal life, in your business, in your TikTok side gig, if you want to grow in that way, you need to be here for the next 15 days, because I'm going to be taking each of the 15 invaluable laws one after the other. Today, we are talking about the law of intentionality. And the law of intentionality says that growth does not happen by chance. It does not happen by chance. You have to do certain things to make that happen. Success does not happen by chance. It's not luck. It's not about winning the lottery. That is why so many people, even when they win the lottery, within a short period of time, they go back to square one, because they did not have the skills, they did not have the understanding, they did not have the strategy or the intentionality to keep that money that they have made. You know, there was a video I saw recently of a guy who was selling water in an African country, sachet water. And he was so good at it at that level. He was engaging with his customers. He would talk. He was hawking on the road. And because of the way he was, the company who was producing the water, they were so impressed with him. They gave him money to set up a shop, and they equipped it to the tunes of 10 million in his own currency. And you would have thought that he would be very successful at it. He was already selling water, and now they stocked his shop up and everything. But lo and behold, I think after about a year, he was, you know, all his inventory gone. He didn't have money and all of that. And he was interviewed, and he was saying that it was a spiritual situation. But you and I know that it was not spiritual. What had happened to that young man was that he did not have the capacity for what he was given. He was given the shop, it was stocked up, but he did not have the managerial skills. He did not have the financial management skills to do that. He would have been better off if he had employed somebody to run the place for him. But he was trying to run it and manage it by himself. The money was coming in and he was spending it. He did not realize that he needed to plow back the money into his business. And therefore, I think it was a year. After a year, nothing. So some people, sometimes we think that money is the problem. Let me break it to you. Money is not actually the problem. A lot of people, they get given money and there's nothing that happens at the end of that money. There was a story of a guy in the UK, I think he won in the lottery £4 million. I'm sure many of you will be saying, including myself, if I had that money, I know what I would do. Within a year, he was down to his last pennies and he was back signing on for benefits. You know, in the language of my people, they say, no be juju be that. You know, it seems as though, but the truth is that he did not have the capacity to handle it. He did not know what to put the money for. And you see, money attracts all kinds of people. He would have been taking his friends out. They say, oh, drinks on you. Mate, drinks are on you. He too will be doing big boy. He didn't know that whatever has a start will have an end. Drinks are on you, he will pay the rent. He probably went on holidays, took his girlfriend and whatever, did whatever he felt like doing. But he was just spending and spending and spending and spending. And no matter how big that money is, it can end. It can grow wings and it can do what? It can fly away. That's what happened. But if he had known, if he had invested some of it, if he had started a business with it, if he had done XYZ things that I can think of, then he would have been living off the proceeds of his investment or the proceeds of his business. But he didn't do that. So the law of intentionality says growth does not just happen. It's not an accidental thing. It is a deliberate thing. And we must have a clear purpose. A clear purpose. What do you want to achieve? What is your goal? What is your aspiration? What is that thing that wakes you up at night? If you have a strong enough why, a strong enough reason, then the actions will follow. And where the actions are, the results will do what? They will flow. The results will do what? They will flow. So here you are on TikTok. What's your reason for being here on TikTok? If I ask you, what's your niche? What's your message on TikTok? What does your page represent? How many people can answer that? Let's continue power tapping on the screen and let's be interactive. Now, if you're not a member of my team and you would like to be a member, you click on the heart beside my name, you send your heart to me, 1 coin, and you send 10 to 40 team bracelets. This is your community task and it's something that you need to do every day that I go live. I go live every day, 8 a.m. UK time. This is the time we're in now. So I've been live now for about 38 minutes. And if you would like to subscribe, you click the star beside the comment box and you can subscribe in that way. And thirdly, you can tap on the screen and support the live. Also, I've got my live goals up there. You can click on the live goals and you can support the live in that way as well. So if you're a member of another community and you do not want to be a member of this community, that is fine. You can support the live goals. Thank you very much. So what's your intention of being on TikTok? Let's talk. Let's talk. If you're a member of my team or a member of my community and you would like to, and you're available, send me an invite and I'll bring you up. Let's talk. What's your goal in being on TikTok? Why are you on TikTok? You know, what are you hoping to achieve? What's your intention? And how can you be intentional about it? What's your desire? What's your aspiration? How can you be intentional about it? You can put your answers in the comment and I'll read them out. Let me go to Mobola. Are you available for a second?
Good morning, Mama.
Good morning, Abby. Good morning.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Go on.
Okay, good. Good morning. Thank you. Thank you for having me. That's my mama for life. Okay, so I think for me, I've been listening to this, and I think it really resonates with me in terms of understanding your why, your goal, your vision in life, and even on TikTok. I remember when I first got to TikTok, I didn't really. It was confusing to me, and thank God, and thank you for, pointing us into the direction of the community that we have right now. My goal within TikTok is not only to make money, but also to help lives. You see, there are various lives on TikTok. I mean, the first time when I got on TikTok to look at TikTok, I saw people, dancing, and I say, is that all they do on TikTok? I didn't really want to come on TikTok because I felt it's just for the dancers and people who were not serious. Because I was looking for a platform where I can communicate, my goal, my passion to people. But when we joined the community that I joined, it started making a lot of sense to me. And, we started talking about the niche. What's your niche? Who are the people that you want to attract? And I think for me, one of the people, or the people that I actually want to attract, I want to be able to passionately encourage women who are, just to empower a lot of women to build purpose, to build their life in such a way that money and time is not going to be a problem for them. I'm a digital marketer, like as well. And we belong to the same community. I want to be able to empower as many women as possible to kind of be in that space where they can live a full life. And when I mean a full life, a life without, I'm not thinking about where's the money going to come from, where's the fees for my children's school fees is going to come from. And that will open their eyes to do some other things, purpose. Because when you're thinking about money, you're not thinking about any other thing about your life. You're only thinking about, how can I get money? I should go and do this, I should go and do that. But when money is not the problem, time is not a problem. I work from home. I'm a business analyst, but at the same time, I'm also a digital marketer. I have my time where I build my business. And with that, it really helps me to focus on my goals, my passion. So I want to be able to encourage women like me who has kids. I'm a mom of two who has kids, to not think about, I don't know what next to do. I want to be able to, build my life and impact the lives of women. So that's my goal on TikTok. You were at my first live yesterday and you saw how it was. I really appreciate you. And that's what I want to keep doing. I had a lot of people come back to me in the inbox to say, oh, that was fantastic. It resonated with them. And that's the key thing here, building yourself, making money on TikTok. You talked about, monetization. There are several ways to monetize. And I want to encourage people who are here. We have about 13 of us here. If you don't have a group you belong to, please click on Coach Tola's, heart, hop there and belong to this community. Trust me, she has something to offer. This woman is, she's fantastic in every area. She's a financial coach. She's a coach, she's a digital marketer. And as soon as I saw you live, I just came straight, because I know that you have something impactful and you want to impact your generation. So for me, that's it. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Omolabake. My head was swelling as you were talking. Could you see it going bigger and bigger? Jokes apart, thank you very much. That is intentionality displayed. Having a purpose, having, a passion, knowing what you want to achieve, knowing why you do so many. People do a lot of things, and if you ask them why, they don't know. I remember I was on an assignment, I can't give names, it's all very with the Financial Conduct Authority. And part of the task was interviewing investors. And it was simple questions like, why did you take on this investment? And most of them could not answer that question. You would think that investors are savvy and they know why they're doing what they're doing. But hey, no. And 9 out of 10 of them will say, I took it because my financial advisor said I should do it. Is that enough reason to do something? So to say the least, most of the investments were considered to have been missold. So a lot of people, we do things that we need to ask ourselves, why? Why are you doing what? So again, I'm putting that question out. Why are you on TikTok? If it's just, you just want it as a social media platform, you want to let your head down, you just want to watch the video skits and, comedy and all that. Maybe it's your means of relaxation. It's all good. That's a why. That's a reason. If that's your reason, fine. But if you're here because you heard that monetization happens in this place, but you are just roaming across TikTok and you are in like 10 communities, some of them are dancing, some of them are sleeping on the screen, some of them, how is that going to help you to fulfill your own vision and your own reason for being here? You have to be strategic, and when you are thirsty for knowledge, you will find knowledge. There are people who have been on TikTok for 3 years, still they don't know how TikTok works. They don't know how it works. They're here, they come every day, they scroll. Okay, nice. Comment here, comment there, and that's it. Whereas there's a whole system, a whole community guideline behind TikTok. There is a whole TikTok academy. There's all sorts. And then there are communities where you can learn tutorials. Learn how to grow your page organically. Don't go and do connect for connect, mood, and all these other things that I only hear about them. I don't even know what they mean. Don't do that, because God guided my steps. I've only been on TikTok for about 4 months. I don't even think it's up to 4 yet. And God guided my steps. I think within the first week of being here, I came across this community. And initially I was like, what are they saying? It's as if I didn't go to school. I can't understand what they are saying. They are talking about ghost tagging, spam liking. Then I started asking questions. One thing about me, I ask a lot of questions if I'm in a new place. I said, please, what is ghost tagging? Because they were saying, no ghost tagging, no ghost tagging. And I was like, you're saying it as if we understand what you are talking about. You're speaking Greek. Me, I'm speaking English. Good morning. Yes, so I'll be... What? So I will say, what is ghost tagging? Then they will explain. Ghost tagging is when you are just tagging people and like that. It's regarded as fake engagement, and TikTok frowns at it. Okay, you for use you must use simple English. I don't know what to be ghost tagging. Spam liking. Okay, which one is spam liking? I know about liking. I know about spamming, but spam liking, you don't marry the two together. What is spam liking? When you go onto people's videos and you just like without actually viewing it, TikTok will flag the account. I say, hey, do you know that somebody has spam liked my videos? Almost 30 videos. This guy, for those of you who are in our community, the day Queen of Boys went live for the first time, I think the guy was a new person, a novice. He just, maybe he thought it was helping me. About 30 videos. By the time we came out, I saw my notification. Like. I said, hey, spam liking at his best. I sent him a message. Go and unlike all the things that you like. Oh, he hasn't responded though. See me. This is why we need to teach it. Because even if you know it, the other person doesn't know it. If you don't teach it, it can still happen to you. It shouldn't have happened to me, right? But hey, that's story for another day. So you learn how to do things properly. Engagement. Some people will put emoji. Emoji is not comment. Write at least 5 words. Be intentional, because whatever you are writing for that person is also reflecting on you as your engagement, as your participation. All those one-word comments, they are seen as fake engagement because they know that people want to reach monetization quickly. They know that people are buying connections. They know that people are asking people to like on their behalf. That's why spam liking is a thing. You know, I can just recruit my daughter and say, just be liking. You know, it's fake engagement. When it comes to monetization, it does not count. So don't think you're building a page and then when it comes to you are now on your 10,000 connection and all of those things, you've met the criteria, but because your page is not clean, they will turn it down. We had a guy come to our community and I think he has about 14,000 connections and all of that stuff. And when they assessed him, he met all the criteria, 18 and above, 10,000 connection. My darling daughter is singing. Bear with me 1 second. Bear with me. Sorry, guys. I have a singer
early in the morning. They do sing early in the morning, trust me. They want to exercise their voices.
She's actually a singer, right?
Yeah.
So, and she gets carried away when she's singing. She just goes into... When I stepped down, she was like, sorry. Okay, what was I saying? Thank you, Abby. I saw your comment earlier. You said I was looking lovely. Thank you, baby. I'll pay you later. Oh, Wanuala is in the house. Oh, today is my special day. How are you, beautiful? Baby, thank you. At least that has made people comment. Thank you for the gifts. Okay, so Ebolu has done a good thing for me. It wasn't just a distraction. Oloruko Iyami, yes, so they love singing. Absolutely. Well, no, great to see you. Shaje, welcome. So what was I saying? Somebody remind me. I'm at that age that I just lose my trend so quickly. Amalabake, what was I saying? Somebody help me. Okay, we're talking about law of intentionality. Amalabake, are you coming to my rescue?
Yeah, even me, I forgot. He has made us forget everything. Right now, we didn't forget everything.
The guy that didn't score, that doesn't even help me. That doesn't even help me.
The guy that didn't score.
What not to do on TikTok? Aha, okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, what
we
not
remember
to do on
the
TikTok.
voice.
Thank you. Yesterday. Yeah. Okay, so we need to learn what to do and what not to do on TikTok. Be intentional about building our platform because when it comes to now I remember. You're right. So the guy had over 14,000 connections. He met all the other criteria. So they said he should submit his thing for creators program. He submitted everything. And they came back to him and they said, you are not eligible because, some of the likes, some of the followers, they were not real. Unoriginal content, this, that, and the other. And they turned him down. This is a page that he has been building for years. Thinking that, I'm going to get monetized and I'm going to start earning income on my views and on my engagement. Nothing. So he has to go and now redo things, change things, add more organic connections to counteract all the fake ones that were there. You don't want to do that. Start right and build gradually. Some people will say, give me Galaxy and I will give you 10,000 connections. It's all Naroboto. Some people, you see their page, they have so many connections. But when you see the interaction on the videos, you will hardly see 2 comments. That is to tell you that those people, it's either they are real, but they are not interested in his content. Or they are fake and they are robots. Therefore, they cannot connect with anybody. They cannot, So what you want is people who are genuinely interested in your content. because they were attracted organically. They saw you maybe on a life like this and they say, okay, I want to follow this person because I like what she's saying. I like her energy. I think I can learn something from her. When those people connect with you, they see your video, they go and watch it. They comment, they like. Not the ones that there was even these days you see comments like, I'm only here for support. What, you know? Yeah. If you have connected with the content, you should at least be able to bring something out. You get what I'm saying? So be intentional about your TikTok. Be intentional about your life. Be intentional about your relationship. A lot of people are not intentional about relationship. They just think that boy meets girl and yes, that's it. They just think about the traditional gender roles. They just think about, what they have seen their parents do, whether right or wrong. It cannot just be that. You have to decide what kind of husband, what kind of wife you're going to be based on everything that you have learned. Maybe stuff you learned from your parents, maybe stuff you learned from your relationship with your God, maybe stuff you learned from the community. You can't live in a community like this. I live in the UK, but you are still practicing what my great-grandfather did in the village donkey years ago. You still want to say that I am the Lord and the head of this manor. Yes, we know that you are, the scripture says that you are the head of the family, but to now wield an iron fist in this day and age, it is no surprise that that relationship is heading for disaster. And even women who today, all they want to do is to bill men and say, you have to put me on salary. I've not had so much rubbish in my entire life. Is he your father? Did he give birth to you? Can your father put you on salary and meet all your needs? And you want another man, somebody else's son, to do that for you? It's ridiculous. The gender roles have just been abused and it doesn't make sense anymore. Anyway, so be intentional in your personal life, be intentional in your TikTok side hustle. Yesterday, Heidi, how are you? I was talking about TikTok as a side hustle. TikTok as a side hustle. I will try and do some highlights from that particular one and put it on my page so you can go and watch it. TikTok as a side hustle. So many of us are looking for side hustle, second income and all of that. TikTok itself is a side hustle and has several streams of income within this platform. So if you're here on TikTok already, you're holding that phone in your hand, you have the app, you have data, TikTok can be your side hustle. Be intentional about that. Be intentional about learning how the various streams of monetization work. The going live, the video gifting, work with artists, which other one? The creators program, the TikTok shop. I've mentioned 5 things now. Go and research it. Be intentional about your TikTok. Now, I want to bring it home now. Be intentional about your future. Because whatever decision you take today, your future self is going to thank you for it. I'm going to say that again for those in the back. Whatever decision you take today, your future self will either thank you for it or say, why now? If you take the right decision, your future self will thank you. If you take the decision that is not quite, your future self will be like, but you had this opportunity, why didn't you take it? Why didn't you take it? What were you waiting for? Are you waiting for a sign from heaven? So I want to talk about how to start your own online business using what I call a business in a box. My dear friend calls it a plug and play. You have to use technical sounding language these days. I call it business in a box. It's simple. You know, all of these people on TikTok, they get a box, they unravel it, they put everything together. Whatever the item is, it starts to work. Business in a box. Let's tap on the screen. TikTok is warning us again. Let's tap on the screen. Let's tap on the screen. If we're not tapping, there's no activity. Let's tap on the screen. Let's take the likes up. Oh gosh, we're only at 13. Ooh. Let's tap on the screen. I'm going to continue talking, but anytime I don't see tapping on the screen, I will be quiet. So if you see me pause, just know that that's your cue to start tapping. Okay? So business in a box. What do you need to start an online business? A profitable online business. What do you need? First off, you need a product. Did you get the cue? I can't see any likes. Let's tap on the screen, guys. Let's tap on the screen. There's 13 of us in the house. So what do you need to set up to start a profitable online business? You need a product. You need a system to process. You need a website to highlight the products. You know, in the traditional setting, you have a business, you have a shop front, you arrange the goods, you get there in the morning, you pray over your store, you dust it down. Thank you, Omolabake. You dust it down. Ooh, that is cool. You dust it down, and then people start coming. In the same way, your website is your shop front. You can display your goods on your website, whether it's goods, whether it's services. So you need a product, you need a website to display them, you need a system to process them, and you need to be able to, Ojikalu, Mazi, how are you? You need communication to communicate with your customers. Good morning, you're welcome. So communicate with your customers. Now, if you've got all of those things created and done for you, so the system, the platform that I'm talking about, you've got a course, an e-learning platform, which is the product. It's done for you. If you were to write that course by yourself, thank you so much, Mazi. If you were to write that course by yourself, it will take you time, it will take you money. The course is done for you. The website is done for you. The capture page to capture people's emails is done for you. The, what's it called? Sales funnel is done for you. And then the email automation is done for you. Those 5 things. That's why I call it business in a book. Everything that you need to start your own profitable online business, it's all done. Abiba, hi. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the giftings, OG and Mama Africa. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for your support. It's great to be in a community. Thank you. Whoa, I love that. Oh, wow. Mazi OG spoiling me today. You see what I mean? Thank you. So everything that you need has already been done for you. 95% of it is done. All you need to do is 5%. So what do you need to do? Of course, you purchase the package, you purchase this business in a box, and then you unravel it, you open it up, right? And then you start making all of the connections. You set it up. Once you are set up, you now have your own website, you have your own sales funnel, you have your own email automation, you have everything. And all you need to do is create visibility and send people to your website. Because no matter how fantastic a website is, if there are no eyes on the website, nothing is going to happen. So you create that visibility. You go on live and talk about it. You create content to attract your target audience. And you check your emails and do your free ads. That's all you got to do. And you are making 100% of the commission because you have the master resale right for this business in a box. That's it. I mean, on about 2 days ago, we were talking about what is the value of this business in a box. If you were to create your own website, create your own course, create your own squeeze page, create your sales funnel, email automation, how much will it cost? And right here on the live, somebody said 10K. Another person said 20K. And I said, okay, let's take the lowest amount. Let's even slash it in half. Let's go with 5K. If it were to cost 5K, it would be value for money, right? I know it's worth more than that. Yeah, Abby says, yes, 10K for sure. I know it's worth more than that, but let's go with 5K. You know, in accounting, we do something where, you know, we want to minimize the cost, or we don't want to say, oh, the return will be this high. We want to make it so that if it is higher than that, you're in profit, right? So let's go with 5K. Now, something that is worth 5K, you're being told to pay 900 for it. That means you already got value. If you wanted to resell it, that's like the valuation price. You know, when you want to sell your house, they will talk about what is left on the mortgage and the current value, and that's equity for you. So if we are valuing this thing at 5K and we're paying 900 for it, that means that we have an equity of about 4,100 at the get-go. If you wanted to resell it, that's what you can resell it for. That's what it means in terms of legacy to your children. By the way, I need to talk about this. You know, you could have a job that is getting you 6 figures, or even a business that you're exchanging time for money that is giving you 6 figures. Maybe you're in the legal profession, maybe you're financial services, and you're getting 6 figures. Fantastic. Well done. Because it is hard work that made you get to that level. But if you were no longer able to continue that job because of illness, redundancy, or you're no longer with us, you cannot hand over that job to your children. You know what I'm saying? You cannot hand that job over to your children. That's the end. They may give a gift to your family. That's it. But this business, you know, we've just calculated it now that right at the start, you're coming in with some kind of equity. You can hand that over to your children. It's a business because it's got products, it's got potential customers, and it's got a system that works for it. You know all those online sites that we buy from, you don't talk to anybody. You just go there, you order something, and it gets delivered to the front of your house, right? In the same way, you don't have to talk to anybody. You can talk to people if you want to talk to them. But they go to your website and they do the order. I mean, the order that I discovered this morning was done yesterday. I didn't even know. I had gone to bed by the time the person did what they did. And as I woke up this morning and getting ready for my life, I was going through my messages and all of that. And I just saw on my email, yeah, it was on my email, I saw it. It said, congratulations, you made another sale. I was like, when? Sorry, I'm at work. That's why I'm not being able to that's okay. That's okay, sis. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the gifts. I appreciate that. I was like, when did I make this sale? And I was so excited. $900. Ding. That's the way it's done. I was so excited. So excited. You know, you know what? If you're selling something face to face and you're like negotiating and say, oh, yeah, pay here. This is the account you credit to. It's not as exciting as you just open your email and they say, another 900 don't enter your account. Yeah, come on, let's go. You know what I'm saying? It's exciting. It's recorded. It is. I can download it from TikTok. Thank you so much. Yeah. So that is the beauty of this system. You just need to have eyes on your website and you're getting, you know, every day, every other day, $900, $300, $600, $100. Now, we've already talked about the fact that it's value for money. You're paying $900 for something that is worth at least $5,000. So you already have value in there. Then you get the daily sales that are coming in every day or every other day, depending on the effort that you're putting in. What will that mean to your family? Okay, class has started. Okay, go and teach. Well done. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you later. What would that mean for your family? I know what it means for my family. I know what it means for my family. I can tell you that right now. And it's not just about the money. I keep on saying it. July was my daughter's birthday, and I booked a spa date for us. And the only day, integrity, thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. And the only day they had available was a Monday morning. And they said, I wanted a Saturday. And they said, oh, Monday. I said, I'll take that. You know, the freedom. 5. That I was morning. When I'm supposed to be working, I lottery on that day. That was July. I had only take care, see you later. I had only just started this business. So about a month into this business. But the freedom and the mindset shift that it gave me was amazing. I could go on a Monday morning for a spa date with my daughter and not feel guilty about it because I knew I had an automated system that was working for me. And even while I was there, I could be getting customers. You know what I'm saying? It is so freeing. Good morning, Integrity 347. How are you? Good to have you here. Thank you. Thank you for being here. It's so freeing. So I don't like to emphasize on the money. The money is great. Financial independence is what creates the time flexibility. So I don't have to be exchanging my time for money. And I can do the things that I love to do and the things that I want to do. But it's not all just about Eliza High. It's not just about the money. It's about the independence. And I started off this life with talking about the law of intentionality. So I want to put it back to you now. What are you? Freedom is beautiful, right? Well, no, I know that's your thing. What is it that you would like to achieve in your life? I want to say to you, I have the tool that is going to help you to get there. It's about what it creates for you. It's about the personal development. It's about the time freedom. It's about the financial freedom. It's about the networking. It's just so amazing. I've talked about the business in a box. What I haven't told you is the bonuses that come with it as well. Training on ChatGPT, training on Canva, training on social media, the coaching, mentoring, the tech support, the free webinars. I could go on, right? And there are 43,000 people and growing, I should say that, in the community, like-minded people, all of whom have purchased this and are changing the narrative for their family, one person at a time. Like I said earlier, I am committed to helping 25 families start their online business by the end of this year. Now, if you already have a business in a box, if you already have the support, if you already have the bonuses, and we know it is value for money because we've calculated the equity on it. No, I'm not living in London. I'm in the UK, but not all of us live in London. Where are you streaming from, Eliza? Talk to me. You know, you already have all of these things. Major, welcome. Business University in a box. Okay, I'm going to grab that one now. Business University in a box. I live in Peterborough, Eliza. Cambridgeshire, we are the the more posh ones, the academicians. I'm joking. I'm joking. You already have all of these things. What are you waiting for? Remember, we're talking about intentionality. That growth doesn't happen. What is that far away? It's only 1 hour on the train. Look at these London people. That's so that they talk. Can you imagine? You say Peterborough is far away. I didn't say Scotland. What's wrong with you people? I was in London last Saturday. Hey, Eliza, your matter they vex me. What did it? He just puts me in one kind mood now. Black Bishop, I can see you are back again. Thank you. We are talking about intentionality. Eliza, intentionality means that no place is far away. If you want to see me, if you need me to coach you, you will come all the way to where I am. Intentionality. We've talked about the value that you can get of this. We've talked about the potential return. No income guarantees. No income guarantees, because I don't know your work ethics. I only know mine. As for me, I'm all in. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. I know my why. I know what I'm trying to build. I know the legacy that I'm trying to build, right? So I'm giving it all that it takes. I want to empower people. I want to empower at least 25 people to start their own business by the end of this year. So I'm giving it everything that it takes. I am of a certain age, but I am not slowing down at all. I am not slowing down. Retirement is staring me in the eye like this, and I am just winking at it and saying, just wait. You understand what I'm saying? So if I can do it, and if I can be all in and say, this is it, I have found the vehicle that is going to give me time and financial freedom. I found that vehicle. And by the way, I've done all sorts. I have done all sorts. Thank you so much, Wanu. I appreciate you being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hope to see you again. 8 a.m. every morning. That's when I go live. Yes, because it's a good time to catch all you workaholics. To catch all you workaholics before you have to go into work. You know what I'm saying? All of you that are earning 6 figures, my dear friend. So, you have to be intentional. You have to be intentional. So my question to you is, what decision are you going to take based on what you have learned today? Law of intentionality says growth doesn't happen by chance. You have to make it happen. You have to make it happen, right? So what are you going to do about this decision? We've talked about a business university in a box. Everything is in there. We've talked about the value and the equity that you can get from day one. You're getting something that is worth at least 5,000. You're getting it for 500, for 900 rather. Then we've talked about the potential, the income that can come to you like every day. Based on your work ethics, it's not guaranteed, right? But based on your work ethics, 95% of the task is already been done for you. All you have to do is create visibility. Put eyes on your website. A website doesn't sell itself if people don't visit it. So people have to visit it. But you can create that organic traffic to your website using social media. Guess what? There's 5 billion people on social media. On TikTok alone, we have 2 billion people. That's your market. You don't have to, go after friends and family. You have a ready market here. And you already have what it takes. You have a device, you have data, because you're listening to me over the internet. If you are coachable and you are teachable, that's all that you need to do this business. If you know how to use a computer, as in you can open it. Thank you so much, Shayo. Welcome, welcome, Shayo. Lady Shayo is in the house. You can use a computer, you can access email, username, password. You can do copy and paste. You know how to open 2 tabs on your browser. Then you can do this business. A 12-year-old can actually do this business. But of course, you have to be 18 to do it. But, you know, good morning. Good morning. Thank you. You have to be 18 to do it. And in fact, I had a crazy idea a few days ago. Your young adults, 18 to 30, why don't you gift them this business for Christmas? They know all there is to know about digital. My daughter teaches me things I don't know. I didn't know how to edit on TikTok. She taught me. Yeah, she's 21. Yeah, because they know about these things more than us. Do you know how old I was before I ever used the computer? Yeah? I was already considered old before I started using computer for the first time in my life. So if I can do it, guess what? You can do it. You can do it. So I'm going to try and summarize now. In terms of what do you need to do? What's the next step? My name is on the screen, Daily Pay with Tola. You can screenshot it. You need to put that into a browser. It's not clickable. You put the www in front of it and the .com behind it. It takes you into that website. Put your email in, and you will get an email, automatic email. I could be sleeping and you could be in Australia. It doesn't matter. You get an email with the blueprint attached to it. Please read that document. You also see the thank you video, a message from my mentor. Listen to it. It contains valuable insights. Then you'll have access to the website. Go through it. Read. There's another video. Go through it. Listen to it. If you've got any questions, the email that you would have received, you can reply to that email and I will respond to you with any questions. I check my emails daily. When you're ready, only when you're ready, click on the button that says, yes, I am ready to start my online business now. Simple and straightforward. You click on it. You will see the 900 page, the legacy builder. You can start with that because, as we said, it's great value for money. But if you feel that 900 is a bit too much, I would say start somewhere. It's better to have a little bit of something rather than nothing at all. Scroll all the way to the bottom, then you see the 600, the 300, and the 100. Take whichever one suits you. Now, if your decision is, no, this is not for me, that's also a decision, and that's okay. As long as you are ready to live with that decision. Because in a year's time, we're going to be on a cruise, I tell you. In 5 years' time, in 10 years' time, we'll gather together and we will talk. And we will say, that digital business, this is what we've been able to achieve with it. And we'll invite you along, or we'll stream it live. As long as you're going to be happy to say, oh, I didn't do the digital business, but this is what I've been able to achieve as well. That's fair enough. But if you're going to be there 1 year, 5 years, 10 years time, and you're going to be like, why did I not do it again? Oh, and I had this thing on TikTok. Oh, and these people were talking about. If your future self is going to blame you, then maybe that's not the right decision to take today. You know, there are ways to analyze decisions. What's it going to cost me now? That's one way of analyzing it. And most people, that's where they end up. But you also have to think about the time value of money. In 5 years' time, in 10 years' time, what is this thing going to be worth? The people that take action today, where are they going to be? And even though nobody has a crystal ball to determine what's going to happen, you can use the power of your imagination to guesstimate where we're going to be in 5, 10 years' time. And then you can use that as your decision-making process as well. So that's how to take a decision. That's how to get started in this. But just to summarize, I've been talking about the law of intentionality. Growth doesn't just happen. You have to make plans towards it. You have to create a plan. You have to have a purpose. What's your purpose? What's your purpose here on TikTok? What's your purpose in life, in your relationship? How are you manifesting as a person? Who are you? Who are you? Hi, Josephine. How are you? Thank you for being here. Who are you? And what do you want to achieve? What legacy do you want to leave for your children? Now, I'm going to give an opportunity for those in the box to share their own personal experiences as we bring this in for landing. Omolabake, let's go to you once again, and then we'll go to Shayo.
Mom, let's go to Shire first, my very own one. Let us speak first. Then I'll I have my God. Let my God speak first.
There's no guy here. Okay, Shayo, over to you. They say they want you to talk first. Lady Shayo is in the house.
That is so funny. The rich old guy. Oh, well, I better take your time. What are you talking about? Good morning. Good morning, ladies. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Sorry, I sound a bit groggy. I had a late night. I was out on the town. Is that how they say it? I didn't get back in.
Life.
Yes, so it's this one life that we have. We must stop them. I didn't get back in until like 4:30 or so. So, and now my daughter is out at her football training. So duty called. I had to be here. But once I finish here, I'm going straight to bed, back to bed. But yes, thank you for the opportunity. I feel that we have been given a special gift. I feel that this opportunity that landed in our laps is a gift from God. You know, I was on the webinar that we do regularly yesterday, and one of the ladies that I love to hear her story all the time is Amy Nicole. And this lady, she was working 2 jobs for years. She was working like 18 hours every day for at least 3 years, I think. No holidays. She worked on her birthdays. She worked on her children's birthdays. She worked on Christmas. She worked on special holidays, as in no vacation. And then she saw something. She saw, I don't even remember where she saw it. It wasn't on TikTok because she didn't have a TikTok account. I don't even remember. Anyway, she saw something. And it was that glimmer of hope that, hey, could this be the answer to my prayers? Could it be this thing that will finally allow me, you know, create time and have time with my children and be able to create memories? She was a single mom as well, right? Raising three children by herself, but constantly in guilt because she could not even spend time with those children. And I know that there are people here today, you are listening to this, and you think that life is meant to be the way it is for you right now. Oh, but that's how our parents did it. They were constantly working. Many of us were raised by aunties, cousins, and daddy's cousin, uncle's cousin. Our parents were not there; they were not present. Okay, so now that we are now raising our own children, is that how we want it to be? Do we want our children to be raised by other people's values? Right? Do we want our children to grow up and then they don't know who we are, right? Or we don't know who they are, or they have some beliefs that are alien to us, and then we start fighting them because, oh, I didn't raise you that way. The child will turn around one day and say, you actually didn't raise me. Somebody else did. And this is a gift to us. Life doesn't have to be the way we've known it to be. Life can be totally different. Life can be totally amazing. Life can be totally abundant. That is something I have been immersing myself in, especially in the last week. When I go on my walks, I constantly have my earphones in my ears,
I
listening
get it.
to stuff about abundance, living life in abundance, actually living life the way we were meant to live life, right? And many of us look at these things and we think that, you know, whatever it is that we desire or whatever it is that we want, is out there somewhere. Many of us do not see the connection between the life that we even dream and imagine about and what is right in front of us to create it, right? Many of us, we dream of that life of abundance, not having to worry about money again, traveling when we wanted, not having to go to a work we didn't like. I don't even know if people think about that. I don't know. I don't know if people dream about. Maybe people have just accepted it as their way of life. It has to be like that. I have to continue to work. Everybody in my family had 2 jobs, so it's got to be the same for me. Oh, I've got to get home at 5 a.m. every day. Get up every day at 5 a.m. to go to a work I didn't like, right? To get paid the money that doesn't even cover my bills anymore, the money that cannot take me home. And then I'll do that for 45 years of my life to retire on a fraction of what I was being paid that did not even take me home. And people have just accepted that that is life, that is reality, and they do not realize that they can control it. They do not realize that they are in control. They do not realize that they have been equipped with whatever it is that they need to make it happen. One of the things that has just stuck with me the past week is that the fact that you can imagine a different life, that it can come into your mindset, is actually proof that you've been equipped to create it. It wouldn't have occurred to you if you were not given the things you needed to make it happen. I want that to be a confirmation for somebody hearing me today. Whatever you have imagined to be your life, right? In whatever area of your life, whatever it is that has come to your mind, right? That dream, that thought, that idea, the reason it has come to you is because you have what it takes.
Thank you.
It's because you have what it takes to make it happen. But it's not just
Let's
going to
power
happen.
tap on the screen. Let's power tap, please. Let's take the lights
It's not just going to happen and just drop it in your laps. There's always going to be a vehicle to get you there. Always going to be something you've got to do. You've got to do something to get what you want. It's always about value exchange. You've got to exchange something to get what you want, right? And what are you going to exchange? You have a vehicle in front of you right now. We have this opportunity that I believe was sent to us. So I don't know how else to explain it. The only way I can explain it is using something that has happened to me in the past. This was 14 years ago, right? 14 years ago, I did a business, or rather I started in a line of business 14 years ago. I didn't have the background. I didn't have the experience. Nobody I knew was successful in it, but somebody just brought the idea to me, and I decided to be a part of it. And I was doing ignorance on fire. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just ignorant, but I was super excited about the possibility of this vehicle that I had in my hands to change lives. Guys, 14 years ago, there were people I introduced that opportunity to in this UK that made $50,000 in 9 months. 14 years ago, there were people I introduced this opportunity to people in the UK there was a lady, right? And I will never forget her name. Her name is Prosy. She's from Uganda, right? She's from Uganda. This lady, one particular month, it was her best month in business. She called me. She was shaking. She said, Shayo, I got paid $16,000. I've never seen that kind of money in my life. In my life, $16,000 in this UK. In this UK. And That period, we didn't know what we were doing, but we were sharing it with people. We were telling everybody. And the people that jumped in at that time, they changed their lives. You know what happened? That opportunity didn't stay around for forever, right? It didn't stay around for forever. But guess what? It was shortly after, or rather, should I say, it was shortly before that we had the banking industry crash, the Lehman Brothers, whatever. It was shortly, and a lot of people lost their properties in the UK. A lot of our people, they lost their properties in the UK. But you know what the opportunity did for them? It was a cushion. It was a cushion for them. People were able to bounce back because of that opportunity. And thinking back to that business, it came to us at such a time as that. It was needed. It was needed to elevate people like us. I believe what we have in front of us right now is a similar thing. It has come to us at such a time as this to elevate people like us, to those who would see that opportunity, to those who would seize the opportunity, to those who would run with it. It's yet another vehicle that could help you make your dreams come true, because those dreams will not manifest from thin air. They're going to have to come through something. They're going to have to come through something. And I believe this opportunity is one of such vehicles, and has come to us at such a time as this. I am imploring everyone that is listening to us, everyone that is thinking about this, don't waste time, because you have to seize an opportunity in the lifetime of that opportunity. Because opportunities, they don't stay here forever. They come and they go.
Thank you so much, Shayo. Thank you so much. You have to seize an opportunity in the lifetime of the opportunity. Now, the lifetime of the opportunity is an unknown. We don't know how long it's going to be here for. Is it 1 year? Is it 5? Is it 10? Is it 100 years? Who knows? But the opportunity has come to you now. So seize the opportunity in the lifetime of the opportunity, because tomorrow, 10 years' time, it may be another thing that is trending. Thank you so much, Shayo. I appreciate it. So for those who have just jumped in, please let's continue to tap on the screen, because you may not know it, but TikTok knows when there's no activity going on, and they may actually shut us down or tell us to slide something to confirm that there's activity going on. Please tap on the screen. Let's take the likes up. Thank you. It's one way of supporting your host. I want to also give Kenneth an opportunity to talk. I have been talking about the law of intentionality, one of the 15 invaluable laws of growth, and applying that to our personal development, our lives here on TikTok, and also the digital marketing business. Kenneth, do you have some words of wisdom to share with us? Thank you. Kenneth, are you there?
Hi, Coach Tola. Good.
Hi.
Thank you so much for the amazing broadcast. And yeah, it's absolutely amazing. I came in late. I was taking care of some work this morning, but I think what you're talking about is great power right there, because being intentional, or the law of intentionality, unless we most of the time we're on autopilot, and this is just what happens to most of us, that we don't realize that literally life is passing by us. And yesterday I was talking about something that someone may say, yeah, I have this goal of traveling around the world, for example. But when they look at their actions or their current reality, they are in full-time employment, and their goal is to travel around the world. So it's either that they're going to have to set a new goal and decide to just be traveling once a month every year, because that's the amount of time you get off on holiday when you're in full-time employment, or they have to be intentional in taking some different actions to start to prepare them to have an income that allows them to do that. And I think when we're talking about intentionality, this is power, because when you set an intention, you are communicating to God that this is the direction that you have decided to go. And when I say this, sometimes we may think of it in a different way, but what I've understood is that the implanting of a desire is in the constitution of the creature that fills it. The fulfillment, let me just say that again, the implanting of the desire, the fulfillment of that desire is in the constitution of the creature that fills it. Or what do I mean by this? I was having an interaction with someone in Germany sometime when I went on a project I was working on, and I was telling her I have these dreams of owning a business and being an entrepreneur and creating employment and opportunities. And she's like, I don't have that. She's like, the idea of that just scares the lights out of me. I'm okay with just being in full-time employment all my life because I just can't handle that. And for me, I was surprised at first, but then it was my confirmation that I'm not out of my mind to want to do these things. That it has come from somewhere. And the fact that I have that desire in me, the ability to make it happen, to make it a reality, has also come with it. And sometimes this is what we miss when we're talking about being intentional as far as life is concerned. There's a scripture that's in the Bible that says that if you ask in faith, you will receive what you ask and you will have it. So it's that if you ask in faith, without doubt, you will receive what you ask for and you will have it. Those are two different things. Sometimes we miss it, receiving and having. When we are talking about receiving, it's by faith. But when we are talking about possessing, it's by action. So there has to be...
Thank you, Owofuna. Thank you for all the gifts. I appreciate you.
That there has to be an action that is taken in order to create the reception of what it is that you have received by faith. Because even if it's a word of prophecy that you receive, that you're going to be a kingdom financer, and you just sit there and just do nothing, nothing happens. You remain with your word of prophecy, but until and unless you are intentional about doing something, and I think sometimes we get stuck because we don't have the right vehicles. But when there's an opportunity that has been tested and in a way simplified, I think it's worth considering. Personally, I have looked at this for myself, and I have considered it, and I have made a decision, and I have decided to join the digital growth community because I realize that it is the answer to the question that I was having in this season. And maybe there's someone who's watching us and they're like, is it worth it? The question is, the way I like to say it is, life is not designed to give us what we want, but rather life is designed to give us what we deserve. And if you want a profit, the only way you deserve profit is if you make investment, because profits are for investors. If you want a salary, go find a job. And you can have both.
Mm.
So it's sometimes that's where we miss it, that because we've got locked up in the mindset of it has to be either or. Nobody's asking anybody to quit their job if they don't want to. But the truth of the matter is sometimes we find that people have more month at the end of their money. And then they're spending 6 hours a day just scrolling on social media. 6 hours a day. They work for 8 hours, they scroll for about 6 hours between all the social media platforms. and then they sleep for some, and then the cycle goes on. But I think if we are intentional in leveraging some of this time to productive use through a vehicle that has been tested, I think it's worth it. And I just want to say thank you for creating the space and for giving the opportunity.
Thank you so much, Kenneth. Kenneth is somebody that I respect his judgment. So if Kenneth says that he has looked into this and he has decided to make that decision, that is something that I applaud. Now, we've been talking about intentionality. We've been talking about growth doesn't happen. We have to, and desires don't necessarily bring us success until we create the actions that would take us to where we want to go. Now, you need a vehicle to take you there. You need a tool. You need something. I talked about traveling to London the other day. I had the option of going in my car. I had the option of going on the train. Going in my car would mean that I have to look for parking, all these one-way things and all that. I ditched that idea. I said no to that. Even though some people may think that, oh, that is more convenient because you're going to be driving in your own space. But when you get to your final destination and there's nowhere to park and there's all of this congestion charging and blah, 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 a lot of hassle related with that. You always have options. And then I took the option of the train. I jumped on the train, sat down, was even able to read during the ride. And it took me to where I wanted to get to. So the decision is yours. The decision is yours. When an opportunity presents itself, you've got to take that decision. You've got to weigh it up. And then you take a decision based on the information that you're getting. The not taking a decision is even a decision in itself, because by procrastinating and delaying, you have taken a decision not to take a decision, if that makes any sense at all. So what are we saying? Just to summarize once again, this is a business in a box. Everything that you need to create an online presence is already included for a fraction of the value that you're getting. We've done the valuation here on this live. We've talked about that. We've talked about the potential equity that is in it from day one. We've talked about the fact that you can will it to your children. We've talked about all of that. And then the benefit of getting 100% of the return on this, because you also have a license to resell this to people. And I have made a commitment that I would help 25 people start their own online business before this year runs out. Now, are you one of my 25? That is the question. If you would like to engage with this, my name is on the top there, Daily Pay with Tola. You need to type that into your browser. It's not a clickable link. And then you put the www in front of it and the .com behind it. You drop your email and you will get the blueprint sent to you automatically. I could be sleeping and you could be anywhere in the world. It doesn't matter. You will get that. That is the power of automation that we're talking about. Then you need to engage with the video that has been created by our mentor, and you will start to see how the process works. It will start to break it down for you. You've got access to the website. You can interact with that. Now, if you have questions, which is natural, when you get that email, reply to it and ask me questions. I will respond to your questions because I go through my email on a daily basis and I will respond. When you're ready to take the decision, click on the button that says, yes, I am ready to start my online business now. It's as simple as that. And if your decision is no, this is not for me, that's okay. But make sure that you are happy to live with that decision in the next 1 year, 5 year, 10 year, or however long. So that is the opportunity that I'm presenting. The law of intentionality once again says that growth does not happen by chance. You have to have a purpose. You have to have a goal. You have to have a strategy. And even Sherry Space, hi, good morning. Even on TikTok, you have to be intentional about your activity on TikTok. Like Kenneth said, it's not just about scrolling. There is a lot that you can learn on TikTok. There are 5 income streams on TikTok. I have done a live on that already. I will try and do some highlights and post it on my page. If you haven't done so already, connect with the host. If you would like to be a member, click on the heart beside my name, drop your heart to me, and 10 to 40 team bracelets. That makes you a member. Everything on TikTok is about community, and it pays to belong to a community. A lot of the people that you're seeing here who are blessing me with gifts and their presence and tapping as well, they are members of my community, and I'm happy and proud to call them my family. Thank you, Sherry Space. Thank you so much. Ofuna, thank you. I saw that you were clearing the life goals. Thank you so very much, everyone. I'm going to give Omolabake opportunity for some last words. She has been waiting patiently. Omolabake, please say something. I want to hear your voice.
Thank you, Mama T. Thank you so much. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay,
Available
amazing.
space sale. Thank you so much. I saw your gifts. Thank you so much. Thank you to the people in the eye. Thank you to all the gifters, all the participants. I appreciate each and every one of you. Omolabake, ride on.
Yeah, I think, thank you, Kenneth, for that. Thank you, Shaya, for that. Thank you so much. I think it really resonates very well. But I just want to say this last thing. And whilst you were speaking, I remembered something, and that's everybody is usually talk about, oh, pension. You see, the question you need to ask yourself is, what life do you want to live when you start getting to 60, 70, and we want to live a full life till the end of our lives. And the truth of the matter is the pension that you're looking at or you're putting in that pot is not going to be enough for you. I've seen people live lives to the fullest, even at this age. And they do things that makes them smile. Things like this digital marketing that we're talking about, where you allow your money, when you sleep and wake and money is in your account, and not just because of anything, just because of the automation. The pension that we talk about is just a stipend, and it might not even pay your bills. And I've seen people, our mothers, our fathers, who are receiving pension right now, and the money they were having before they started receiving pension was even much more than what they have right now. We don't want to be in that space. I just want to encourage everyone. Shayo has said a lot. Mama T has said a lot. Kenneth has said a lot. I don't even have any words to say anymore. But the truth of the matter is, go click on that website. Look into it. You have something that is worthwhile for yourself, not only for you, but for your future generation. I remember, I will just quickly tell this story. I was in a conference one time, and this man came to that conference. I was doing that business at that time. And he said he was going on the street. He had made money, not in millions of dollars, for himself, for his family. It doesn't work. They sleep, they wake, and they're just asking themselves, where do we need to go? And this man has his own kids, anywhere he goes, he has a private tutor for the kids. They go on their personal airplane. So the teacher goes with them in the plane anywhere they're going. And he said something. He said, I have this mentor who he was just going one day in the mall. Who was just going in the mall, and he went to buy bread in the mall. And he thought to himself, he said, why can't I own this mall? Why can't I? For somebody to say that, that power of imagination, he wasn't even imagining, is the truth. He had the money. And he went to, the management within the mall. He said, how can I own this mall? And they thought, are you nuts? What's wrong with you? And he said, no, direct me to the person. Long short of the story, he told them, he said, how much can I pay for this mall? And they said, blah, blah, blah. And he said, okay, this is the contact of my accountant. Call him. He will deal with it. They called the accountant and he said, Mr. So wants to buy this mall. And he said, we should contact you. This is the amount. And they said, okay, which account does he want us to pay from? Which account? So he has multiple accounts where money is in. So he doesn't have to live his life thinking about money. And I think that was what I said earlier on, because for us to even fulfill purpose in life, one of the things we want to eliminate is the fact that, where do I get money from? You want to go ahead and look into this online space. Pension is not going to be enough for you or your family. You want to build a lasting legacy for your family. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Omolabake. Thank you. I want to end up with a story. There's a young girl, a young lady who has been following me. We belong to the same community. She came on my lives. I think she's been on my lives about 3 times now. And she was interested in the digital marketing business. So I sent her to my website like I normally do. And, she went on there and she sent me a message. She said, I don't even understand it. When she said that, honestly, thank you, Owofuna. Much appreciation. Thank you so, so much. I appreciate you. She said she didn't understand it. I said, read the blueprint. She said, I don't understand it. She lives in Africa. And she continued chatting with me. I was trying to discourage her because in my mind, I felt like if you don't understand it, then you're not going to be able to do the business. So thank you so much, Owofuna. I appreciate you. Thank you. God bless you. I was trying to discourage her. If you don't understand it, you're not going to be able to do the business. I didn't want her to purchase something that she would not be able to use. She would not be able to engage with. She didn't understand it. She didn't understand the website. But she kept on following me. She kept on sending me DMs. She kept on saying, I want to do this. I want to do this. In the end, I succumbed. She gave me her phone number. I called her. I wanted to have a feel of her because, I want to be careful. I don't want to just take somebody's money and then they cannot use it. We had a call yesterday and she said, I want to do this. I want to do this. This is somebody, I'm not going to give her name or anything. I don't think she's that educational background and all that. She only manages to use a computer, but she said, I want to do this. And she's chasing me down. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I've entered now. Do you know that I was so impressed with this girl that I committed myself to coaching and training her and helping her be able to do this business. If it means me sitting down with her over Zoom and doing her setup for her, I will do it because she has shown. In fact, she even dazed me by saying, oh, I don't know so much about computer, but I use it for trading. I trade in, is it FX? I was like, you trade? This is a lady that has little or no education at all. But she saw an opportunity and she wasn't going to let go. I was pushing her off because I just felt she won't be able to cope. She won't be able to cope. You need basic computer knowledge. You need basic understanding. She read the blueprint, she didn't understand. She went on the website, she didn't understand. I was pushing her away, practically pushing her away. But she said, no, I want to do it. And I just saw determination in her. And I felt, why should you deny her? Simply because she does not have that particular educational standing or knowledge of English language or whatever. And I'm committed to helping her. So why am I saying this? Some people will see an opportunity and they will walk away from it. Maybe it's too simple for them. Maybe it's too easy. Maybe they feel it's too risky. But here is a lady. She doesn't even have it. She said, oh, I will get a loan. She said, and in my head, I was like, I don't want to take your money if you're going to have to get a loan. But she said, I want to do this. I want to do it. And I'm going to give her the opportunity to do it. So if you're here, your own problem is not that you can't understand it. You're just putting it off. Your own problem is not that you don't have the educational background or whatever. You have the understanding. You can use the computer. You've listened to the opportunity. What is your decision and what is your reason? Are you going to deprive your children the legacy that you can start to build for them? You know, a lot of our parents, my parents came into the UK in the 60s. I don't think they set up a business or even bought a house. If they had done that in the 60s, I could have been sitting on money by now. I blame you, mom and dad. No, I don't. You know? But what are we then going to do differently? It's okay to blame them or not, but what are you going to do differently that your own children too will not point the finger at you and say, this is what you did or didn't do? So I leave you with that story, and I leave you with the law of intentionality. And I say to you, what decision are you going to make today towards your future goals, towards your future self, towards your legacy, towards the inheritance of your children? Think about it. Thank you for being here. Thank you to all the gifters, all the power tappers, all the participation. Thank you for your presence. Those of you on FYP, thank you. Thank you to those in the eye. Thank you, and God bless you. Because it's time for change. Let's learn together. Let's grow. Thank you, Josephine. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Wofuna. Thank you, Shayo. Thank you, Malabake. Glory, my girl, how are you? You're just coming in. I finished for today. Possibilities. We are unstoppable. We are undefeatable when we learn together. How are you, girl? Hey there, you're welcome. Take a seat, because it's time for change. Let's learn together. Let's grow together. We are unstoppable. Let's talk later, Glory. Let me help you see the future. Let me help you see the future. Let me help you see possibilities. We are unstoppable. We are unstoppable. When we learn together. When we learn undefeatable. When we learn together. When we learn undefeatable. When we learn together. We are undefeatable, unstoppable. Let me help you see the future. Let me help you see possibilities. We are unstoppable. We are undefeatable. We will learn together. We are undefeatable. When we learn together. When we learn together, go and be unstoppable.